Hello, hello. Good morrow, Ravens. Good. Just reading the comments. How's everybody doing? It's Dharma here to do a daily for you. This is going to be for the Tribe Collective, for everybody, for about 24 to 36 hours from whenever you watch this, not from when it was uploaded, all right? The daily lives is when the whole tribe gets together to talk and have a good time. So it is collective, and it is interactive. So if you are watching this as a replay, I recommend that you watch it with a comment so you stay in the loop. It's really funny most of the time. And also, when the conversation ends here, we pick it back up on Facebook, on our group, the Raven's Nest, and everybody's there for each other. It's a wonderful place. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, but that's what it is for now. You don't have to actively participate in Facebook. You can do the solidarity thing, just make a little profile and only be on the Raven's Nest. We don't give a shit, right? Don't hold yourself back for nothing. We'd love to have you. The link for that will be in the box below soon. This is going to be for everybody for 24 to 36 hours from whenever you watch this, not from when it was uploaded. No private readings right now. Instagram is dharmajane.8. And also, if you are interested, we are making a collective deck. Submissions are being accepted now through December 31st for any particular card that you like. On the Raven's Nest, the very first post is a place where you can submit, but just watch for announcements and stuff. It'll all change. And there'll be more information. But you can start drawing now. You could even, if you're on the Nest, you could even put up, what do you think? And then we could all, make changes or whatever. However you guys want to do it, right? But it's going to be a deck of collective energy. And I was thinking, because for those of you who don't know, I ran with a stag for a long time. Years. 4 or 5 years. Until I learned a lot of the stag medicine, which is patience and nobility and leadership and blah. And then right after that, it left and the raven came. And that's how an animal totem, spirit animal medicine is built. You get one at a time, or sometimes you get extra. And I was like, well, if we're making a raven deck, what happens when we all learn the messages of the raven? What happens after that? I'm like, well, I guess we'll have to find a new animal and make a new deck, won't we? So I guess it's going to be something that's going to continue. And as the group changes and morphs, we will change and morph the deck. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I love my little happy tarot world. I want to do the runes today. I don't know why. I have the book out. I was going to go up to the Nest. For those of you who don't know, I'm also creating a gathering place, a physical gathering place. It's in the U.S. in New York. And it's the Crow's Nest, and it's way up on top of this mountain, and it overlooks this little town, and it's kind of amazing. But it's snowing. I also am interested to know what kinds of, for those of you who are really into what we're doing here, I was saying that I was going to go and bless the land because it's time to really start working on it to get us the gathering place up there. And there's a post on there, and I was asking what you guys would leave as an offering, spiritually speaking. So I'd like to know what you think about that. All right. Guys, angels, I want to do this totally. I want to kind of let spirit take over, okay? As far as what comes out on this board, so I'm just going to kind of get it ready. So talk amongst yourself. Yeah, milk and honey. People keep saying that. I guess I need to go get some organic honey. What kind of milk, though? Oh, does it matter? Milk and honey. I love that. All right, guys, angels, anyone from the highest good with a message to come forward, please, for the tribe for the day. Also calling in Archangel Michael. There's been some shadow energy around us. Please remove that and cut any cords or anything, any attachments that we have to that, please. And what do we have for the next 24 or 36 hours, please? All right. I don't know why, but I was just like, put them away. But I'm going to kind of, can you see these? Came down like this. This is the Intuit Oracle. Woo-wee! Whoa. And the white wolf. This has been coming out for us a lot too. So we were talking about, I wonder what the next spirit animal is. I mean, we've only been running with the raven for like a year, so I doubt that it's time, but the white wolf sure is showing up an awful lot. Oh my God. Okay. I heard you're not done yet. Oh, third person in the key. And I heard now put your hand up. Really? The zombies? No way. What? I've never, for those of you who are new, I don't normally do it like this. I don't normally set up the board first and then play. Normally I just start going, but I just felt like doing it differently. Okay, bottom of the deck is 5 of Pentacles. No, I don't like these. Well, maybe. All right. Let's just go with it. So this rune here in the middle, here we go. We're starting now. If anybody wants to, 7 fucking minutes in, anybody wants to actually, it's the zombies. They came out. I don't know why. I was like, which one do I grab? And I heard, now put your hand up. Like that, like fucking Beyonce. And I grabbed what was right there as the zombies. There is a couple of situations here. On one end of the board, we have the diamond ring and the Empress, which is a promise to nurture that one. And across the way, we have the third party, the key, and the 10 of wands. Like, we know that any kind of extra influence is what the problem is. This is the torch. The Kenaz, controlled energy. And that's what, damn. Okay, so we're going to get schooled by the Viking runes. All right. I don't know if any of you saw last night on the Raven's Nest. I was fucking freaking out. I don't normally get upset. Like, I'm not like a mad, mean person. I'm typically totally giggly and everything is just fine because I'm Libra Sag almost all day long, all the way. I just don't get twisted. And if I do, it's all like this for like 2 seconds and then I'm done. I fucking freaked out last night. Just blah! For like a solid hour, which for me, that's a lot. Right? And here we are now today opening the reading with, well, it's like there's a Ace of Swords. It's a just like waking up with an acknowledgement that there is an offer that's never coming, right? And I just opened the deck and saw the Lovers, and we're talking about the Kenaz, how do you say it? Kenaz, Kenaz, with a raccoon and the hummingbird. This is talking about straight up controlling your energy. Like, don't fucking freak out and act crazy on the internet, right? Or just don't allow things to, it's the trash panda finds the solution. Okay? And if this is the repeated outcome, which, because this is the bottom of all the decks, this is the 5 of Pentacles. You keep having the same, like, repeated whatever, and you wind up Five of Pentacles. And so it's like one solution here is literally raising your vibration. If you were to measure the vibration of hummingbird wings, I would imagine it would be substantial. Okay, up there in the same wavelength as like positivity and shit, right? And I think part of the reason, okay, so this one, which goes like that, is Pertho. It's a lot. It's a cup, a lot cup, an evolutionary force. I think because it came with the key, right? We're like, what is it that keeps happening? What is it? Why do we keep ending up Five of Pentacles? Why does that keep happening? And it came with the third party and the Ten of Wands. That's the key. Too many people. It also talks about a rival, but the evolutionary force that sounded like my dog. I think that is my dog outside. Right. The evolutionary force is, I mean, you see, I'm like space. I feel like I just looked out the window and it was like, I feel like I'm being schooled. Like this is like less tarot story and more full moon reading because we're being shown something out loud. What was this one again? To control your energy. It might also be that you can control energy, which you can. And it's not about being manipulative. It's about creating your own space, your own life. You are what you eat. You live what you are, whatever. Walk your talk, preach whatever, do your thing. And there is some kind of realization that your energy is being, your cup is being fucked with. 10 of Rods. It's too much because of someone else's influence. And so this is like, and you keep ending up with Five of Pentacles because of it. And it might be because we're waiting on an offer instead of like pulling in and calling in things, like leaving things into other people's hands. Right? And then we have the King of Rods, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Like, that's straight up take the action to heal for. It might even be because Five of Rods talks about drama and fighting and being fussy and arguing and all that dumb shit, right? King of Rods could be us. Like, I know last night I was King of Rods. If you get on the Raven's Nest and you find the post with the screaming biatch, that was me. I mean, granted, my fit only lasted for as, like, as long as it normally does for Dharma, which is, like, not at all. But that's King of Rods energy. That was big dick energy. Fuck you, you're alright, but... And that it causes drama when somebody comes at you aggressive like that, even if it's me. People are like, hey man, why don't you fucking breathe? And you're like, why don't you fucking breathe? Alright? So we're like, hey, here's a solution I found in the trash. Why don't you be nice? right? Why don't you be nice? No, maybe. So this is talking about like healing from that. Don't you tell me what to do. Exactly. You fucking be nice. My dog is out there barking and I am irritated over it. I'm going to have to go get him because I can't concentrate and I'm getting shitty. This full moon. All right, I'm going to go let him inside. It's going to take me like 15 seconds literally. Will someone please figure out while I run off to go get Bodie, what this particular full moon is supposed to be making us feel? Because ain't it though? I mean, right? Stand by. Get a lab/coonhound, they said. It would be fun, they said. They won't run away, they said. I'm glad I did that. Okay, he was not outside on the runner. He jumped out the freaking window. And he was like, let me in. Okay, what did we find out? Self-love, open the heart space, right? Amy, I think you might be onto something there. Because this Loki energy that's been coming around has been fuckery. Like people like jab, 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 jab. And they're like, are you going to love yourself enough yet? Are you going to do that? You're going to love yourself more than this? How about now? How about now? How about now? And you're like, nah. I exploded last night. The full moon, the eclipse is like in a couple days. Right? On the, when is the eclipse? Hi, Murphy. Yeah, it's intense. I didn't see it. The 30th is the eclipse. Okay. But tonight and the next day and last night as well is full moon energy. But I do feel like some of the energy, and that's what I'm saying, like normally we get on here and we act fucking silly and we tell stories and play games. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like we're being schooled. Like, first of all, we need to quit reacting, okay? Second of all, we keep doing a pattern over and over again, and I think it has to do with waiting for someone else to do something. And that leaves us in the Five of Pentacles because we're not doing anything. We're just standing still because we're out of the control. And this talks about controlling the energy, but also one really great solution would be if you would to be positive, right? What is the deal with the dog? All right, so then you have the tree. The tree talks about being grounded, past lives. That has been another thing happening too, that these divine counterparts are actually coming together. I mean, I know we talk a lot of shit because we get cards like this all the time, right? But the diamond ring isn't necessarily a proposal. Maybe for one out of all like 30,000 of you, there might be a proposal, but for the rest of you, it's someone who's like, hey, do you want to agree to do this or that? Right? But I think the fact that it comes with a diamond ring is there's a seriousness to it. It's more like a vow, right? All right, so then we have Hagalaz, the hailstone, the seed. Now we have the seed in the tree. Okay. Oh my goodness. And this is freaking Odin? Wait, that's not it. This is Fehu. This is money, dynamic power, livestock. We're talking about roots. We're talking about primal union, the seed form. Cattle, livestock, money, fertility, lineage. This is all about, it's just the beginning. Okay? We've up here, I love it how this board came out on its own. Okay, I just let them come out where they came out. Cards went with however. This repeated, passionate, probably uncontrolled energy is bringing out a constant repeat. And now we've like learned that, and here comes this seed of this thing that you were always supposed to have, and it's going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing. But this talks about being, it's just in seed form. It's baby idea. It's the first chapter. It's the fucking part of the first two chapters of the story where it's not really interesting because you have to meet all the characters. And then once all the character lines have been said or whatever, then the story becomes good, right? But it's like, look around because here it is. And then you have the ladybug, which is wishes being granted with ancestral property, self-contained power. The abundant life. A lot of this is talking about you're about to wake up with like a fucking whole new world, but it comes in seed form. And it's your like birthright. This here says birth of a daughter. So like with your birth came this thing that you were always supposed to have. It's subtle, your subtle energy. It's a soul contract. But it like you get it when as soon as this is attained, as soon as you raise your vibration, you control the energy and you kind of, I feel like you have to kind of maybe open up a veil or whatever and hold things back like this to let this new thing in, because it does feel like all of this outside energy, right? These other people, other ideas, other opinions are getting in the way. And so here it comes. And then we have Venus, the Empress, and the diamond ring. With dagas. It's the paradox, it's the new day, it's the twilight, it's the dawn. For whatever reason, this here proposal, if you will, this engagement, this what's this one? A water, life energy, and organic growth. Okay, clearly some of these three all talk about having a baby. Fine. But more importantly, it's the seed of the thing that you as an empress, and masculines can, dudes, okay, if you're a dude and you're watching this, you have Empress energy in you. It might not be out loud like it is for the ladies, but it's in there. Okay? Or you could call yourself, I don't fucking care what you call yourself. Okay? The point is, the thing that you were meant to grow and nurture and whatever, there's about to be, as soon as you get out of this and you raise yourself to a higher vibration, this thing is coming. It's coming right for us. And so I feel like the full moon reading part of this is, because I don't know why I did it like this. I never do it like this. But my guides were like, do it like this. So I did. The full moon part of this is fucking, they're coming right for us. So pay attention. Coming in hot. There's somebody coming in hot. And it's going to, I published books for a long time, and that's probably why I tell things like a story, because that was my thing for a long time. My first major in college was literature. It was. I read all the Dickens, all of the old stuff. I mean, it's fabulous. And then I had a watch me moment and wound up with a degree in biology, whatever. I run hard on watch me. I don't know if you guys have figured that out or not yet. Do not challenge a Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Think empires get built off of that shit. Right? What was I talking about? I got sidetracked. The story. Right. What I was seeing in my head was like this, like a book. And like what you're about to walk into during this moon cycle is the first couple of pages where it talks about the protagonist, which would be, well, the protagonist is the one that saves the day, right? But they enter, right? And so the Empress would be, you know, It feels like storylines being set up. It feels like the part where you meet the characters. I know I've said that twice already, but that's what it feels like. That's coming for the next like 30 days or so, is that it's like, well, this is such and such and this is all their background, but they haven't connected yet, except you're like learning about a particular someone. Magnets. And they allure you so. They confuse you. It's the full moon, I'm telling you. Venus. New beginning. Okay. So let's go to a story now. I want to do a tarot story. So for the next fucking 4 weeks, for this entire full moon cycle, you got to get right. That's what it took my guides a half an hour to say. You got to figure out how to get right. Can't get right. Okay. Now, what do we want for a tarot story for everybody? Rebel deck, all right. Why you say whoa? Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Yeah, there's synchronicities all over. Okay, let's have a tarot story for the day, please. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Nothing is working. Nothing. Everything's broken. Communication shut down. Cockpit shut down. Everything is shut down. I feel like everyone is just being made to sit down. And that is irritating. I feel it. I was going to go and bring blessings and stuff up to the freaking nest today. And I went outside and I caught a snowflake in my eyelash. Let's shut that idea right down right fast. Right? But also, like, my chainsaw wouldn't start and my car stalled out. And I'm like, what is going on? Right? And that's your guys being like, take a seat. And yesterday, it kind of happened like that too. As soon as I woke up, I have my bedroom back there. It has one of those, somebody added a vent after they had built the house. And so they built a thing around it. And when I'm really tall, and when I stand up, if I step on anything, I whack my brains right on the corner of that. And I was like, bam! And I sat right back down. Like, oh. So we're going to start the day like that, right? That's what it feels like is happening right now. Nine of Swords. It's a mood, right? It's a mood. It feels like a mood. What is this? Eight of Cups. Fuck it. I want to leave everything behind. The Emperor. And the Queen of Coins. I just heard the word dowry. Do you know what a dowry is? Look at how they're looking. Look at the face on this one looking at her. Milk and honey, right? Well, there's the Ace of Wands and the Star and the Queen of Wands. I'm like shocked. I can't. King of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Cups. Oh, God. Okay. So here's us. Here's the mood. Three of Coins. Just fuck it. I'm done. Over here, we have a Queen of Rods who is dreaming big dreams, I guess. She's awesome. But then we have this Queen of Pentacles who provides an empire. 777. What do we choose? The King of Swords is now doing the choosing with the Six of Cups. So there's a reason why it happens like, I want to be like, there's a reason why it happens like this. What is it that's going on? Passage through a new trial. My point, didn't we just say in like the full moon reading part of this that as soon as you're like letting stuff go and you're consciously trying to be sweeter, nicer, more positive, whatever, which is, I mean, to tell me to do that today is like telling a fucking bitch to relax while she's screaming at you. You know? Nay. We'll talk about it again tomorrow, but it's for a whole month, okay? I have a minute. point is, even though it was like a down tree is a down tree, it doesn't matter how the fuck it came down. If it was supposed to happen, it happened, but now you're like, you know, probably feeling the after effects of that. And I think the reason, because this typically looks like a birth canal, okay, that you had to go through that was because this was trying to come in. It's been trying to come in for 8 months. And now that you went through the final squeeze, okay, strength. These are two different guys. There's like one who is, you know what I'm saying? This is why you can mix and match energy, because the Queen of Rods and the Piper are the same. They're seductive. They're Ace of Rods. They're what you dream about. They're what you wish for. They are the one that can call you in the night and you like whatever feels like a fantasy or a dream, or like a hardcore Neptune, right? And the other one, though, is strong and steady like an oak. They let you, you are wifey, right? To the Piper, you're the Queen of Rods. You're sexy. That's what you guys do. But to the Emperor, you're the foundation to which their trees can grow, right? And so it's like now that you've come out, we see the Death card. Now that the thing has come off, you come out of the trial you just went through. It's like the past couple of months, everybody's true colors have been out loud, and you're like sliding into home base. And your guys are like, okay, it's down to 2. You want the one that dreams about you and lusts over you and fantasizes about you, or do you want the one that's going to call you wife? Because you need to pick right now. And you better decide, because whatever you choose is coming in hot. Okay? And this is the 24-hour tarot part. And you're like, oh my God, I have to pick right now? Like right this minute? Why do I have to choose right now? Friends. And laced. I take that back. I don't necessarily think that you're going to get to choose. As a Libra, I'm like, well, here's the 2 sides of the scales. But here's the Death card again. They're like, you're going to slide into one. The Moon's daughters are out on a full moon, which is great. They're going to come around and spin this wheel and put you somewhere. And your 2 places that you could land are with the Mighty Oak, who calls you wifey, or with the Piper, who regards you as their muse. Dun dun dun. Fucking cliffhanger much? What happens next? Oh no! The clover. It's a coincidence. You're going to run into one of them. On accident or... Oh my Lanta. What's my Lanta for? I've been saying that ever since I saw fucking Super Troopers. Wasn't it McLovin that said that shit? That's me. I'm Dharma McLovin. Indigestion, I've had crazy fucking heartburn for like 3 or 4 days. And I just opened it up and it's like, well, that's what I opened it up to. It's complicated, but they're your soulmate. The clover is one of those things where it's uncanny. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And it's like, as soon as they see you, everything makes sense. I feel like I should use this twin flame thing because the swans keep coming out. Can we talk about which one it is? The Hierophant. People in this tribe over this last week have been on a water slide that's in the dark and they put you down the tube backwards with your guides who are laughing the whole time to spit you out in some kind of union. So let's talk about the coincidence. I'm like irritated. Like, I don't know if you could tell my vibe. I'm like, why? King of Swords. And Four of Swords. Because of everything we talked about this whole time. Because this past year we've been the King of Swords. Because we were just talking about the King of Rods causing drama and being fucking confrontational and being loud, and how it's more healing to be at a higher vibe, to be more calm and patient and like vibing in pleasantries other than saltiness, right? And I'm like, what is the fucking purpose of this? Because it's been out for a minute, like, and it's been coming in hot, and it's about melting the fucking Ice King. That's what it's for. That's what this is intended to do. And I wonder if the Ice King isn't this one, because it's so passionate. It's so hot. Isn't that literally the way that you fucking melt ice? Right? And then this one over here, this is all earth. It's all... Well, what's the point of this one then? Ace of Wands collab. Three of Swords. Even though this one is grounded and earthy and like strong for you, good for you, it doesn't... It leaves you with a Three of Swords place, and that's probably the heartache, the heart chakra of knowing that you're missing out on some kind of soul contract, or that it's coming for you, right? But also, it's Five of Wands. This earthiness is karmic. It's time to move on, right? Because you're the Queen of Wands. Needed to melt your Ice King. let's talk about the coincidental meeting. What's this? The white wolf was over here standing off by itself. My point, right? Venus, you're being guided. And it's somebody that you already know. You already know this person, but it's like a weird coincidence how you guys run into each other. What is this? Talking about 24-hour tarot. Wow, that's a lot of fire. King of Pentacles. It's like they wake up and decide they don't want to let go. They had a change of viewpoint. They, like, 6 of Cups. 3 of Cups. I'm sorry. 10 of Wands. They might tell you they were working a lot. They might tell you they were... Now, why do they come out as a King of Coins? Queen of Wands. King of Cups. The Star. Star again. 9 of Cups. That doesn't answer why they're coming out as a King of Coins. Oh, that's their plan? That's why it's a coincidence? They're like, hey, you want to work on this thing? And you're like, no. King of Swords. We're the King of Swords. That's my point. They're supposed to melt the Ice King and we're not having it. Queen of Swords. Oh my God, she has on a top hat. Alright. That's so weird. Both of these readings have come out like esoteric, which isn't typically how I read. It's all this like spiritual, out there, fantasy, whatever. Eventually, all this and that, you'll see, and we're this person and we're that person. Bitch, we want to know where the boy's at and are they bringing food? I mean, am I right? That's why we do this. Keeps us on track. Okay, we get it. The big spiritual meaning. Duh, everything's got a meaning. Yeah, everybody we meet's a soulmate. Okay, we get it. Where the tacos at? Okay? I've had it. I want to use the Hush Tarot. She's like, I get it. All right. What's this? That's 9 of Swords. All right. So, melting the Ice King. They're probably watching you. Okay, first of all, that's what a King of Swords does, is they watch and they analyze things, right? But then they are, I heard tantalized. What does tantalized mean? What define tantalized? Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling. Titillating. It means stimulating. Yeah, well, you're the muse. That's my point, right? So, can we talk about things that actually go on? Goings-ons. So I feel like somebody calls you when they're sitting in their car. Right? A little birdie told me. And they might call you. They're cold. They're like cold and wet, which would make sense, right? Today. They just went outside for 5 seconds, you'd be cold and wet. Okay. And they call you with the key. They call you with insight. They call you with... Baby, don't go. The Fool. And the Three of Cups. Let's start over. Let's reunite. Let's. It's let's. L-E-T-S-G-O. And she's sitting there like, really? It's like, oh, these little birdies told me this and the little birdies told me that. Yeah, you're a tease. They can't get enough. You're the muse. They get shit done when you're around. I don't know. Queen of Rods. They are really, 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 really fucking into you. But you said nay. No cash for me. No casuals. Long-term relationship or nothing. Like, it doesn't have to be overnight moving in or whatever, but where the fuck is my title at? And they're like, it's right here. And she's all Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Now it's like, now all of a sudden there's reciprocity. King of Rods. They are taking action, right? So it's like, all right, somebody calls. It's not begging. It's, they want to reconcile. They want to hang out. They want to do whatever it is that they want to do. I'm sorry, I just got distracted. But here's the thing. Wow. Did you see how that fell out right on top of this? For those of you who have the screen all the way open. They want a victory out of this. That's why they're even reaching out from the get-go. And she's looking up like, I can feel the tug. I can feel that. And it's heart-centered, affection. Everything's all different. Now they're sweet. Now they're they might offer to take you out to dinner, which, wasn't I just complaining about that? Aren't we all just hangry? Is that what this is? We're hangry? Aquarius. In the book. I flipped this over, okay, just now, the Aquarius card and the book card, and I think my soul just cried a little. That was crazy. When I turned this over and I read Aquarius and then the book, I think I died a little just now. If you go back to the Lionsgate reading for Sagittarius 2019, that reading was called You Meet the Person That You're Going to Marry. And they're like, and I'm like, an aqua? I don't like aquas. They're opinionated, whatever. On my doorstep, folks. Okay? Someone reaches out to you at like 4 o'clock, the fucking geese, you know them. It's like 4 o'clock. And it's different. It's different. Okay? Everybody gets offended when I talk shit about aquas. I have a lot of growth to still have yet, my friends. Don't fucking get twisted. I don't even know you. It's fine. They're acting fucking weird. Okay? They're all being sweet and nice, and you're all communication. I heard effective communication. They want the beaver. Yeah, they do. They're determined. It's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. There's something about being sassy. There's something about you're like a firecracker. Oh my God, the letter. They are reaching out. Now, before anybody gets twisted, if this is titled something like they reach out, it doesn't have to be the one that you're thinking about. It's 24-hour tarot. So somebody that you already know is going to fucking reach out to you. All right? What they want. Well, I was like, use the happy deck. This deck is wildly happy. Two of Swords. They want to make some things clear. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. They want to tell you why they never... They might be telling you that they're moving their stuff around. You can... Nine of Pentacles. Justice. I heard if then. If the other thing didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened. You just don't see it. Death. You don't see it yet. But after this call comes in, you will. King of Swords. What's the justice over here? Why is this Nine of Pentacles justice? Queen of Cups. Three of Cups. That's what I'm saying. They behave differently now. Now they're all being fucking sweet. And you're like, what is this? Why? Milo. Alright, so how are they being different? What might you... You might be doing the thing with your hair that we talk about all the time, which I've got a Viking knot on. That's not happening for me right now. But you might look up and they might be looking at you. Ten of Cups. They might come sit down next to you and put their arm around you. Like this might be someone who doesn't really let you get close to them, and then all of a sudden they want to fucking sit snug. There's just all these indications that this person is like looking at you, and you're like, what is your problem? Why are they in their car? Six of Swordsing. They had a what am I waiting on moment. Judgment. Ace of Wands. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey. Ace of Cups. I feel like they feel like nobody else is going to be able to fulfill them the way that you are. And I would say that that's probably accurate on account of the fucking soul contract. That's how people are like made. So why is this Aquarius here? Why? They might have a little dog. It's... Well, that's ecstasy and joy, so we all know what that means. I feel like I need to get out the big girthy deck, if you know what I'm saying. It's a full-on tree trunk. Shut up. King of Swords, the Star, Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, Ten of Cups, the Sun. I keep hearing, why are you so surprised? The Star. I'm speechless. You got that right. I love it how my decks just know how to speak for me. The Lovers, Judgment, Ace of Rods. It's your Merry Christmas. You get the lover you actually wanted for Christmas this year. For fucking Yule. I think there's something significant about their eyes. Ace of Rods. Obvious. Wow. Okay. There's something specific about this person's eyes. They like to make eye contact with you. Maybe not with other people, but they do that with you. They want to look at you. Page of Wands, like, expect it because it's coming. Whoever this is, they want to make eye contact with you. And they want to hang out with you first throughout the evening, and you might fucking notice that they are looking at you. And you're like, what are you looking at? Right? They be looking at you. Right? They keep going, right? That's all I have. I don't even know what this was. A bunch of different readings. I don't know what to call this. Mess. The lighthouse, the storm. You are the storm, and they're all trying to handle it. I don't know. Melting the Ice King. I guess. I almost don't like it when they're so long because now I have to, like, watch it back through and figure out what the message for today is because I don't even know. What's the main message for today? Stop being a bitch, and if you do that, you get a yummy call at like 7 o'clock. That seems easy enough. For some of us, not for others. I'm in a mood, okay? Doesn't last very long. All right. That's all I have for tarot stories for today. We're going to close out this room. Close it out and open up the windows. Calling in Michael to cut any cords that are attached to me or the tribe from the reading. Thank you so much. Plenty of gratitude for all of your help in schooling us with the runes. That was kind of cool. Cut any cords, sweep them up, take them out of our space. Thank you so much. guides and angels. Until next time. I love you guys too. I love my shelf. I'm grateful for my shelf because I really love it. Ugh. All right. Stay grounded. Amen. That's right. I'm going to have to watch this back. I think I'm going to call it Melting the Ice King, but that's only like one part. Yeah, everybody can say thanks to Paul for that if you're on the Raven's Nest. He didn't make it, but his insatiable eye for a good deal typically works out in my benefit. Yeah. Well, these cards were all over the table, and I was working with a spot about this big. When I had the camera right there, I was only able to set out a couple of cards, and now I have this whole table. So, okay, let's continue the conversation over on the Raven's Nest. The link for that's going to be in the box below in just a minute. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and donations. All donations are going to benefit the channel, doing stuff, upgrading, and also for the Crow's Nest, which is a 30-acre retreat that we have in upstate New York, and it's going to be for spiritual gatherings and so on and so forth. We are also doing a collective tarot deck. If you want to submit your idea for a card, get on the Raven's Nest, and it's hashtag Raven Deck. Alright, so you can find it. But that's all I have for today. Okay, till next time. Bye.